Well, it says I'm live, and you bet I am. Well, good evening. Or should I be saying good morning, good day, good afternoon? Maybe a few of you, good night. Wherever you are, welcome. Welcome to Biz with Joy. Grow your business in style. Leaders leaving legacies. And I always forget to turn off my phone. It's always a pleasure to come here and to spend time and space with you because this is something that's very dear to me, making connections, getting to know you, and sharing time and space so that we can get to know each other. There's so much that I have for you, and I'm going to begin to plant some seeds for you today. My work is by the way, I didn't say, I am Joy Ruffen, and my work is as a leadership and style consultant, a signature style specialist, speaker, executive producer, TV host, and podcaster. Everything is connected and everything is aligned. My work is with women, somewhat like myself, who are transitioning from one something to another. People say stay in one category, stay in one lane. I agree with that. It's for women who want to amp up their wow factor because they are transitioning, change is in the air. And maybe they feel that they're spending too much money. And because I'm a seasoned stylist, I can support you in developing, discovering, and designing what works best for you. And my friends, this is not a dig. It's just that we as women, we have a long way to go because it's time for us to embrace our power. And we can't do that in this super casual mode where we're showing up not as our best self all the time. And this isn't just for certain stratas, it's for everyone. See it everywhere. So my assignment is to work with you. And I have something in the hopper for you because one of the things that's been discovered, and welcome, great that you're here, is that many of us, I'm included, are kind of not knowing exactly what we are to do, how we are to do it, and what that purpose, mission, and calling is all about. We have that knowing, we have that inkling, we understand somewhat, yet that seed, that absolute is missing. And absolute can be a deadly word. Words we love, but we have to be mindful of them. But there's something that I'm going to be bringing to you that will support you in that endeavor. Purpose. Are you on the right track? Even if you're making millions of dollars, is it the right? Does it fill up your heart and soul? Does it give you that feeling that this was meant for me? This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Now, I label this conversation with you tonight. If you can communicate your integrity, you can lead in love and beauty and light. Can have that on as well. Integrity, my friends, today, I suppose it's always been through every historical period in life. But today it seems to be really on the front of what happened. And you and me, we are to take up the banner and do what we need to do to shed, to show, and to share much of that love and light. And so every week when I come to you until I'm finalizing some of the things that are in plan, I'll be starting off with a quote. And a quote that connects to the topic and what we'll be talking about. And this quote, does it fit? Well, you tell me. It goes like this: listen with curiosity, speak with honesty, act with integrity. All of my favorite words. And I'm not a saint. I'm not prudish, and I don't in any way project perfect. No such animal. Even though I was told that there is, I don't believe it. But we're all in the process of getting there. This was said by Roy T. Bennett, Bennett. I just thought that was quite fitting. I hope you feel the same way. For me, the discovery of me and that insatiable curiosity that I have, I always, and as the years go by, more and more and more, I really attempt to stay open, to listen more, as much as I do this with you every Tuesday night, it seems, to listen more and tune in to what others are saying. Because oftentimes, for those of you who are in leadership, and we here are about leadership, that's the sole purpose of what we're here to do and to share with you and to bring you into the fold. Leadership. It means that you almost have to have that insatiable curiosity about what you're doing and how you're going to share it with other people. Honesty, integrity. Are there any words that can qualify that? I don't think so. We all know what that is. And our assignment is to become and embed that in our presence, our being, our personalities, and all of the other ingredients that are all one and the same. I thought that was quite fitting. And the one that I'm going to tie in with that, because it says if you can communicate your integrity, you can lead in love and beauty. I have to tell you, my friends, my sinuses are acting up and I have a little bit of a cold and I'm nipping in the bud coming through. So if I fade in and out from time to time, you'll forgive me. I know you will, but just know that that's the reason. This other quote that connects and ties in with that, it's written by someone. I love it when I see in a quote, it says unknown or anonymous, which is really kind of one and the same, but unknown and anonymous. This is an anonymous. And here's what he or she had to say. A person is not given integrity. It results from the relentless pursuit of honesty at all times. Did that resonate? As one of my friends said, did that marinate to the marrow of your bones? Did that click? A person is not given integrity, just like a person is not given power. You might think and take and assume, but it's not given to you. That's a whole nother saga. Love the word saga. So leadership, my friends, it's really like beauty. And this is another quote. It's hard to define, but you know it when you see it. And it will be different for everyone. And that was said by Warren G. Bennis, Bennis. Leadership is like beauty. I love that because for me, and my prayer is for you who will come aboard and become part of my community, our community, the circle, this tribe that we're all about. It's all about truth, love, and beauty. Now, attached to that are all the other integrity, honor, character, principles, ethics. It's all under that umbrella. And so many people are tap dancing out here. There are a lot of, this is a lovely old-fashioned word. I hope you'll embrace it. I love words, and especially old-fashioned words. There are a lot of charlatans out here, but they're meant to be here. They're meant to be here for those of us who are seeking the light, to shed light, to be in the light. We need to be aware of them because they're meant to be here just like we are. So you can see the difference. And what I'm going to be bringing to you very soon, I spent almost a year I'm a researcher at heart, spending a lot of time on different platforms, listening to different people, just like you're listening to me here now or for the replay. You're listening and you're deciding, is she for real? Is she honest? Do I like her? That's what you do. And a lot of the people, not all, it's never all. I'm saying I don't think they're quite there yet, maybe in time. And one of the things that I find, and this is to be shared with you, pretty powerful. When it comes to whatever your higher source might be, whatever your belief system might be, when it comes to truth, love, and beauty and how you communicate, it does matter. Because if you're in the spiritual realm or the religious and all the others, I don't think wherever you might feel, depending on your higher source, your higher authority, your divine source, premier, prime power, and all the other names that you can give it, whatever that divine something is for you. It doesn't necessarily for all people. It's not always God. It could be something else. It's always connected. And so how do you embrace that? And if you are, I love this new, it's not new anymore. I keep saying new. It's no longer new, the Clubhouse. And as I bounce back and forth, popping in and out of these rooms, many of them are spiritual and religious rooms. A lot of them are very religious, all about God, all about spiritual. And I am blown away. I don't judge them, but I'm saying, Where where do they think when it's over? Whatever, it's never over. But where do they think when their time here is ended, they're going? Because their language, the four-letter words, the foul language, the swearing and the cursing and the vulgarity, and I'm saying, how can you speak like that and be in the process of getting to a higher level of whatever that would be for you? Excuse me while I take a sip of water, or actually, it's energy juice. Mm. Where are they going? And have they thought about it? Or do they care? That expression, I don't care, it doesn't matter, questionable. But whatever your higher source, your higher power, your higher authority, your divine source, your divine power, whatever that is to you, how do you think when you arrive, or do you not care? Maybe that's why you're part of a collective that you just don't care and it doesn't matter to you. Maybe that's the role that you're playing here. I don't know. Except that I'm thinking maybe, and I'm not sure, if you feel that there is some place that you will be going, that you belong, do you think they'll be just like here on earth, they'll be walking around speaking like that with language that just it's nauseating? So I'm saying that has nothing to do with truth, love, and beauty. And many of these people who purport to be spiritual leaders, and they're in all the different realms. There are astrologers. They are the Vedic or Vedic. I can never pronounce it. Astrologers. There's not too many have I heard in. Well, a couple in numerology, Akashic records, human design. They're all connected in different ways. I have my preference, which I'll be discussing with you. They all are meaningful. They all have messages and importance that we can all take in. I realize that even though fashion is my background and it's been pretty much my entire life, and I do love it passionately, that there's more that's needed, especially for us women. And I'm thinking all of these realms here, just the five that I name, and there are others, with numerology and tarot cards and cardiology. I mean, they never end. You find what works for you. And in a different way, they all do. But how do you make them a part of your DNA where it elevates you? Because that's the intention. And if you are doing this language thing, I don't know. And when somebody can convince me and prove to me and again, I am repetitive. I don't judge, but I'm saying, how could they feel that there is a higher realm that they'll be entering at some point in time? Because it doesn't compute. Leadership, it does not demand that. So I'm asking you to just consider that for you. Be mindful of your language, how you communicate, and the integrity of you and your words. It matters. And when we lean into love and the beauty of what that is, even when we're beginning the roads into discovery, be hungry to get the best of whatever it is that you're after, out of whatever you're pursuing, because it does matter. It's not just, you're not just here, none of us, to exist. Mediocrity. Many are just doing that, and followers. That's why they need you. Everyone needs leaders, and leaders that inspire, and ignite something in them. And integrity, if you're in the soul leadership role, your soul is asking you to communicate the best of you, the essence that will be a part of you that's really meaningful and impactful. You've heard me say over and over and over, oh, yes, indeed. You are here because you have a purpose, no matter what level, what strata you're at. And your assignment is to find that purpose and to discover and develop it, design it to fit you, and then share it with all the people who need it from you. One of the things that, and I say this all the time in different ways, always applaud and celebrate the people who are in the entertainment industry and all the other connected industries, businesses. But don't neglect you. Don't forget that you are royal and majestic as well. You might not have the money and the prestige and all of that, but never deny your royalty. It's in your blood as well. But you have to find and discover that for you. We all do. And here's what and I was never really a fan, even when I began to discover and read a lot more about this, because I love technology, but it's not my strong suit. As many people say, it's not my wheelhouse, but I do love it and I don't run from it. But by the same token, when I discovered that it was Steve Jobs and I began to read a lot about him and his background, I began to celebrate and applaud him, not putting him on a pedestal. He didn't deserve to be there. No one does, really. No one. Ooh, I almost said something that I'd be shot for, but that's okay. I'm going to live a long time. But the reality is, here's what he said, and I thought this was really great when it comes to leadership. He said that innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. That was said by Steve Jobs. And that can be far-fetched for some people who maybe don't think that they're here to invent or to design something. But you are, no matter what you might think it is or how minor you might think it is. But you are here to be the leader, first of you, so that you can lead others. And this is where we've gone astray. We're so busy. And I say we, I was there, no longer, but I understand it. I get it, and I don't judge it. We look to others for our salvation. And that is especially true when we start to talk about all of the different religious, spiritual realms. It's just a given. And I can mention some of them to you and you'll say, no, but it's the truth. Be mindful of how you embrace and accept anything where you're denying someone else their right to do. That's why judgment will never serve us. Never, ever, ever. And my friends, let me just share this with you before I go on here, which I can do. There's a Facebook Live that I'll be doing every Monday. It's called Joyful Monday, and that's where I want you to come in and engage. And we'll be talking about any and everything that's current topics. Now, for me, it's still about leadership and style, your presence, your image, and how you show. But how are you doing it in a leadership mode? How are you standing in your greatness, the gift and the genius that's yours? First, you have to know yourself and really know, not this pseudo, this fraudulent kind of fake. No, you. Who are you really? That's one of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you. And I'll be doing this Facebook Live, Joyful Monday, every Monday at 3. And I'm cutting out some of the others. And the other thing is that in the clubhouse, we will be there every Thursday at 2 p.m. And that will be for the purposeful podcaster, because it's all part of this whole umbrella that we're under. And then at 6 p.m. the same day, we attempted to, my partner and I, Sonia Lorray, to condense it a wee bit, because most people, even though it's not mine, like the weekends. They're not that important to me anymore, but I understand that other people need them. So we made it at 6 p.m. for a League of Leading Ladies, so you can join us there. And I'm going to start to send out more notices and notifications in a way that will connect. And hopefully soon, I have a lot of changes. Haven't I been changing here for the past year? It seems like it, and maybe even more. But I want you to be thinking about, what is your innovative newness that you're bringing into the fold? How are you leading as opposed to following? And you know, I never want to forget to say welcome here now or for the replay. Never, ever am I to forget that, because I'm so grateful when I see that you show up. I know how active everyone is. Too much so, I think, sometimes, myself included. Busy, 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 active, active, active. And then that's why I'm rushing to do. And I got this ticket the other day, which I've settled down somewhat. And if you really are here for the first time, or if you've been here forever and ever, share out the video. We love it when you do. And if you are not a member of my Facebook group, Leading Ladies, Leading Legacies, please join. There are 3 days there out of the week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that you can promote what you're doing. And not only do you promote, my friends, I hope that you'll make connections with other women there who are doing phenomenal work, all doing somewhat different, but also connected. See the ones that fit into your circle, your group, and your tribe, and say hello. That's what networking and good connections is all about. And my masterclass is coming up July the 13th. It'll be here before you know it. And I have some some excitement for you there. You must come because you're going to be blown away in the best way, because I'm going to be offering you something that you can't refuse. Well, you can always say, I don't want it, I don't need, but you won't. And here's a link to join the masterclass. And in case, just in case, you never know, if you'd like to do a Zoom and meet and greet and chat and talk about some things, I love to Zoom. I don't make any type of business decisions or connect with anyone until I've been able to meet them, because now we're global. We're all over the world. We're everywhere. So until I see you eyeball to eyeball and get a feel with the sympathetic into it, I don't do business. But when I do, I say, and I decide that's the person that I want to connect with. That's the person that I want to get to know more about. And that's what we do. And we do it through the Zoom. I've made a connection a couple of times where I did, but I went on the word of a friend that I had high admiration and regard for. And it turned out to be just beautiful. But that's rare. I prefer to meet. And I'm always looking for and seeking featured guest speakers. Yes, I do secure a marginal fee. And yes, you can go in and everywhere and go on a freebie. Do all of them that you can, and then come to me. And let's have a great show where you get the video, the audio, and the posters that I do for you. And we promote you out over 137 different platforms. And just in case, this is promotional day, isn't it? I never thought of it that way, but it's coming to be that way. Soul Software. This is a software that I use, and it's fantastic. And the lady who designed this is phenomenal. So you can take a screenshot or a snapshot, and you can connect with her. And that's it. I guess that's enough for now, isn't it? I don't realize how much I put up here sometimes. There's my Joyful Mondays. But that'll be posted everywhere, and also with a reminder. And I would love to see you there. I'm still exploring ways to get people to come. I think I'll start sending personalized, which is what one of my mentors, my lovable mentors and business managers, said to me once: send little personalized notes. My friends, it's hard for me to do that because I cannot find the time, half of the time, to do all the things I need to do for me. But at the same time, it is for me connecting with you. So her sage counseling is being received here and now. I want you to be thinking about what's new and different that you want to bring into the universe. How do you want to communicate your integrity and lead in love and beauty? I have a friend who is doing this with what she's doing, with all the different wonderful things that she's doing as far as personality development and body development. And then the other friend who's about love, she calls herself the loveologist. Everybody's doing their flavor, flair, and style, and letting it flow into what works naturally and best for them. And when you join us in the clubhouse, you'll see how everyone is doing it differently. Don't worry about being able to copy, compare, or compete with anybody. Do you? That expression, when it first came out, I said, it turned me upset. But now I get it. I get it in a different way, though. Be you. Be the best you. Communicate your integrity, your heart, and your soul. You're not going to gather everyone to you. They just will not arrive. Some people just aren't ready. They will look and make every kind of excuse in the book. You will find that people who really think and feel that they're up to whatever level and it's okay, they won't be celebrating you. Celebrate people. Celebrate them in love and beauty, because that's what everybody's seeking. They want to be renewed and to be revitalized. And they want that love within them to reveal itself so they can share it with everybody. And not everybody comes here with a knowing. I've had a few people tell me, well, I've always been so on and so forth. And I just said, yeah, that's great. My friends, the journey never ends. And when you're in the process of discovery, you will find that you will need a lot of support, a lot of guidance. Whether you're a light worker, a light keeper, a gatekeeper, or whatever verbiage you choose to use for yourself, even in leadership, you will need others to join you. And don't hesitate or shy away because you don't know. And your style is yours. It doesn't belong to anybody else. And so how you innovate and create something for you, it's yours. You'll have a lot of people who join you who want to share in your magic. They want to be a part of it, but they can't take what's yours. And if you are in the pure development, discovery, and design of knowing you, you don't even want to take. You want to give. You want to share. And when you begin to do that, all of that, and I say this all the time, that unconditional love for yourself, it begins to come through, that emotional healing, security, and that intelligence that becomes yours. You don't have time for copy, comparing, and competing. You leave those who need to do that, bless them, and let them be. They haven't arrived yet. The key word is yet, but they will. Because emotional stability and emotional abundance comes when you begin to feel and to see that you want more, but you want the best. You don't want to settle. Settling is never good if you're in leadership. You want to rise to the best that is within you, and you want to speak your honesty with integrity. I love the first quote. And listen with curiosity. As much as I'm doing this with you here and now, I'm a good listener. And I love to listen. Because as a youngster, because Momsy, who loved me, but Momsy had her own issues, tons of them. It's okay. I understand it now. She was always saying, Joy, you talk too much. You talk too much. Go sit. Go. And as my friend said, she didn't realize that she was hiding your shine. Everyone has their shine, and it's different for everyone. But now that I understand that, I'm saying to you, discover what is going to work with you and have that curiosity. Because by her doing that, you know what happened? I became a keen observer. And I observe people. It's one of my friends said to me, I don't use it quite this way. I read people. I don't read people, but I see people. You know that movie, what was it, The Sixth Sense? I see people. I never remember. By the way, I love that movie. And I'm going to be sharing something with you here soon that you are going to love. And I want to leave you with this movie. For those of you who love classic movies, well, I do. I love the entertainment industry. Casablanca. And in the end, Humphrey Bogart, who, love the man. Never met him. Way before my time. The ending line in the movie says that if you've not seen it, you want to go and see it. He says, my friend, he said Louis, but I'm saying, my friends, this is going to be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. You can add relationship. You can add whatever you want to. And if you've not seen this movie, I'm looking over here because I know. I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship, a beautiful relationship. Let it flow. Let it go. Embrace people. Listen. Tune in and hear what they have to say. Because people will always show you who they are sooner than later. If you observe and listen to what they don't say. Because that's as powerful as what they are saying. Because people, as I did for a lot of years, my friends, people say what they want you to hear. They won't say what's really in there for them. So your assignment is to listen. Because remember, my friends, and I talk and work predominantly with women, and I say this all the time, we are the bedrock. But know your strength, know your love, and know your power. First for you, and then you share it. You can communicate your integrity if you lead in love, beauty, and light. I love that. I hope you do as well. Join me tomorrow night. I have a lady who's a repeat performance who's going to come in because she's all about health and wellness and so much more. Her background is absolutely, I just love. I could listen to her every day because the work that she's done and what she continues to do, she's a pioneer. We need more. That's what it's going to be about. So join me. You're going to love it. That I assure you. My friends, soon I'll be sharing with you something that you can't be without. And I like a little mystery and a little intrigue. So I leave you with that. Be and stay well. And I leave you as I always do with much love, much, much love from my heart to your heart. Embrace it. Be and stay well and look after you first so you can look after others. That's why you're here. Much love, my friends. Cheers.